And then I come here to the next step. So as a fire alarm company, if you're dealing with either Firelight or if you're dealing with Edwards, Simplex, whomever you're dealing with, the manufacturer is going to give you a tool that you can use to build out their system. Because when you build out a fire alarm system, especially if you got awarded the project, you're going to have to come up with battery calculations, voltage drop, and all these different things. And they give you the tools in order for you to do so. So as you build in the system, adding your devices, your horns and strobes, is actually calculating all of that detail in the background. So for this example, I'm going to show you how the Firelight light configurator works. So the first thing you want to do is you build your project, tell it what type of system it's going to be, if it's going to be a regular MS9600 or if it's going to be the big system the EX200, whatever system that Firelight sells, you select that system. So essentially, this is already built out, and I already built it out prior to actually doing this video because this is an actual job that we actually have that we're doing currently. These are MTA train stations we're actually building. So this is already built out, but essentially how this would actually work is once you have your fire alarm control panel selected, you have all of these different drop down menus. So you can add based on what you marked up on the drawing is what you want to select. Plus also you want to account for some additional information or some additional equipment like you may need, because I always go for the central station. So I'm going to include the central station, especially if it's a speaker voice system. I'm going to include the module so I can control the floors, maybe floor above. And I'm also going to account for the amplifiers, booster panels, whatever else I need to account for that was not on the drawings. So inside here, if we needed an annunciator, we select the type of annunciator we need, click add, and then give it a quantity of annunciators you need, and then click OK. Once you add the device, it's going to start calculating the power draw and all of these different things. If you need beam detectors, duct detectors, heat detectors, modules, smoke detectors, multi-criteria smokes, or just regular smoke detectors, all you got to do is select what you need, select the type of base that you need, click add, and give it the quantity of devices that you need, then click OK. It's going to automatically build it out. So now once the system is built out, you can go over to your bill of materials tab because you're going to have to order this equipment. And once you do that, all you do is export it to Excel. And this is what it's going to look like. So now all from here, you would just have to get your pricing. So if you have an account with ADI or whomever sells Firelight equipment, or you could just do some Google searching to see what the MSRP pricing. So let's say this is essentially your fire alarm system pricing. This is how much you would have to pay to buy this equipment to sell it over to a customer. So total price we will have to pay to buy this over the counter is $34,577. So we will write that number down because that is our material cost. But I also want to make you aware, because as you build in a fire alarm system, we know that we don't have any batteries. So there's no batteries for this system. We know that the main fire alarm control panel needs 2 batteries. So what we will have to do is select a field, right click on it, insert, so that way we can have the same calculations and information on this particular row. So we need 2 batteries, and we could give it a name, 12 volt 7, and we can call these backup batteries. You can give it a model number if you have it, and the price, let's say the price is $27.99. Now, boom, we just automatically added additional devices to our actual bill of material quote. So if you need to add more equipment, highlight selected fields, select the whole line, copy it, so that way you can input the information and keep your calculations on point. We marked up our drawings. We know how many devices we need to build this fire alarm system. Now we know how much it's going to cost for us to buy this fire alarm equipment. Next after this is to actually build out our pricing, because I'm going to go through exactly all the material you're going to need in order for you to build out a fire alarm project.